Probably wondering why I'm sitting next to a waterfall with a mic in my hand, but let's just say it all started from me wanting to get more inspiration outside of the house. What's going on for y'all who don't know? I am Director Oatts, creator of Just Create the Brand, and today I just want to come and talk to y'all about some things that, I've been kind of experiencing and realizing. Hence the fact while I'm out here next to a waterfall, I've been trying to, tap in a little bit more when it comes to myself, actually, like me. I just been trying to tap in and figure out a lot of the things that I like and a lot of the things that I don't like, things that I prefer or don't prefer, what my set of boundaries are as I'm this person at this new, date and time. I'm just out here because I wanted to document my day in some type of way. And I also wanted to, just practice on being more vulnerable with you guys as an audience. I do a lot of content from podcasting to short film, but it comes down to the fact that I'm not doing a great job of documenting it. Biggest thing I had to realize is no matter how good my work is, no matter all of the things that I do, if I'm not documenting the process, then it's kind of pointless. And not saying pointless as far as providing a service, but the whole thing boils down to having a journey. And I can't be upset if I don't have the particular audience that I'm looking for, if I'm not giving my audience anything to look at. So I had to take it upon myself to look in the mirror and realize that you have to start creating the content that you want people to see, and also start creating content that people can connect to. Because if they can't connect to your content, then why in the world would they continue to subscribe to what you're doing? That's another thing I just had to realize. And I'm just focusing on being more intentional this year about everything, as far as how I'm posting on Instagram to the message that I'm conveying in my YouTube series. Oh, I got a friend. I think she wants to be on camera, but no, you fine. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I just want to be more intentional about what I got going on, especially as we're going through a process of, a rebrand. Soon enough, you will see that Just Create a Brand, and we're working on some new logo designs. We're working on some new merch that'll be coming out this year, so stay tuned for that. But I just wanted to make sure that when I do this rebrand and I'm introducing myself to new people, that I pre-practice on catching the old people up, because there's a lot of people who've been following me from day one, and I haven't showed them all of the insight of what really goes on as far as Just Create the Brand and Director O. So as I grow personally and as I get more connected and in tune with myself, I'm realizing that it's necessary, especially as I'm tapping into my filmmaking side more and more each and every day. I want to create a space to be vulnerable and transparent, because that's what I want my films to feel like. I want my films to be a cinematic experience. I want people to look at the things that I create and connect to. I understand that you can have certain styles and certain camera angles and all of those things, which is fine, but you want to have connectivity. I feel like connectivity is something that's very, very important, and almost just as important as having the camera, because you can have a camera and record some and put it out there, but if nobody connects to it, then what do you really have in the long run? Do you have anything worthwhile even talking about or putting out? Because if nobody can connect to it, then why are you doing it? And so I had to ask myself, why are you doing Just Create the Brand? What is motivating you? What is the connectivity level up there that you want to have when it comes to it? I'm over here reading the Filmmaker's Handbook, a comprehensive guide to the digital age. Like, I'm just working on investing in myself and investing into the craft and just trying to learn as much as I can. Like, I'm at this point in my life where I've always been this way, because I've had perfectionist characteristics. But I just realized that anything that I'm going to do, especially at this moment in my life, I want to do it to the best of its ability. Like, I want it to be the best that I can possibly make it. I know there's a lot of things that I still have to learn and do, but if I can make it the best that I can possibly make it, then I'll be satisfied. I'm realizing that I can't be the best director that I could possibly be if I'm not being vulnerable and transparent, or if I'm not bringing you guys along in my journey. If you want to be one of the best, and you have to do the things that the best do, I feel like that's just a necessary part of it. So y'all come along with me on this journey. I know it's a little late in the game. Well, not late in the game, but I think actually no. Let me take that back, because God know exactly what He doing. Everything's happening when it's supposed to happen, and I feel like now that I'm trying my best to score tens across the board in every aspect of my life, from people to professionalism life to intimate life to family. I'm trying to score 10 all across the board. It's the whole nine. So, man, I said I'm trying to score 10 and say the whole nine. But y'all get what I'm saying as far as that. I'm just taking it step by step. And God knew that it was time for me to transition, and if I wanted things in my life that I never had, I had to do things that I never done. Being afraid to show my world my vulnerability is not going to work in my favor, because that's what filmmaking is. It's the details of life that create realistic emotions and connectivity, like I was saying earlier. So that's just kind of what I'm on. So I just thought it would be dope if you guys come outside and just practice filming. And I think I'm giving myself like the ultimate challenge right now, because I'm in the process of filming myself and I'm very, very uncomfortable doing it. But now I'm doing it in the middle of like the woods, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's literally 25 people out here, and I'm out here recording in front of these people. And it's interesting how I feel. And to be honest, transparent moment. At first, I was nervous as shit, but now it's just like I'm doing it. Everybody looked at me already. They see what I'm doing. Nobody's pointing at me. Nobody's laughing. So clearly, nobody really gives a fuck. I mean, they intrigued with the camera. People always see the camera and be like, "Oh, okay, what you got going on?" But nobody really gives a fuck. So that's the funny part about it. So then you can just do you. And I just felt, and I'm happy that I actually came out here and took the chance to do this. You know, like that's what Just Create is all about. Facing your fears and creating a piece of content that you could just even reflect on, be proud of. And I'm even talking to myself at this point, like, you don't have to make everything so perfect. So even if this don't come out perfect, then it is what it is. But I've learned, I've got the experience out of the way, and if I can talk to in front of 25 people, then I can talk to in front of 100 people, and then out of 100 it goes to 1,000, then 1,000, 5,000, then 10,000, then stadiums. You got to start somewhere. So I'm kind of happy that everything kind of lined the way that it did, because it's just a testament to, you know, what we're talking about right now. That's pretty dope. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I had recorded a whole another take before this, and it cut off at the end. Lady came and she stood in front of my camera, all type of stuff, and it ain't catch none of that. It probably got it on audio, but it didn't get it on video. I'm like, that's crazy. And I wanted to show y'all that point, because it was just like, that's part that people need to see. You know what I'm saying? Though it's not perfect, we don't just come and set up and record and then everything just falls in line. Nah, you gotta maneuver people. You gotta find the right camera angle. It's a public space, so you know everybody has their own right to, you know, come and enjoy in the park. So you can't be like, oh, just because I'm recording, I need this spot. Nah, like I didn't say anything to anybody when they either got in my shot or behind me or anything like that. That just comes with it, and it's like a live background to me. So, you know, if you one of them people that bothers you, then don't come nowhere where people are. But I thought it was just cool, because I never thought about giving myself this challenge personally. It just happened. And so what I'm realizing is that when I'm just getting in my, you know, creative bag, going with the flow, not trying to control everything, then magic just happens. So don't be afraid to let the magic just happen. Just get out there and just create, because in the midst of doing that, you either gonna see the two things gonna happen. You either gonna create something that you're extremely proud of, or you're going to create something that you don't, and you're gonna learn from it. So it's gonna be a lesson. You can't really lose either way, but the only way you do lose is if you don't do anything at all. I had to stop being a perfectionist and waiting on the right time, and I just, you know, challenge myself to do so. Even if you watching this and it's inspired you or motivated you to do something, then I take it upon you to try it. You know, go out there and just try to make something. Just try to record yourself. Just try to do something that you normally wouldn't do, or, you know, because that's what I'm doing. I don't even know how the lighting is, because I did one over there, and I did it for like 20, 30 minutes. The sun was moving, so I was getting dark. I was getting bright. It was going in. It was going out. Hopefully, I got something in there that I could use. But if not, it is what it is. And if y'all see this, then I'm happy that it made it. If it didn't, then I'm gonna keep it in the vault, and y'all might catch it on a documentary or something 10 years later. But but you know, it's all about practice. And I want you guys to start seeing my practice shot, because I ain't gonna lie, I be making a lot of them, but you know, I miss some too. It's good to show both sides. You can't just, especially if you're not an expert, like not even say expert, but if you're not the best in the world, then there's always room for improvement, and even then there's still room for improvement. But there's no way you can portray to the social media that you are making 100% of all your shots and you only showing your highlights. But then, if that was the case, why you ain't not on Netflix, or why are you not at this major production studio shooting the next movie? Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody got a process, everybody got to grow. So you just got to show what you know. You got to show what you know. But that's all it is. I don't know how much time this is or how long it is, but that's just what I wanted to come and talk to y'all about. I'm gonna do another one of these. Oh, another thing I wanted to add to it is, I'm bringing the director's corners back for sure. And I'm probably gonna break it down to, where it'll be an event that happened during the week, a recap of my week, one teaching tool. But I'm gonna figure it out. I got an idea, but I'm just trying to figure it out. But I know for a fact that, yeah, I got all type of friends. Look at my little dog. He going crazy right now. He got the jeans wet and all. He's not playing. Like, he is not playing. But I love it. It's amazing to see. But yeah, I'm gonna probably have like a 3-segment director's corner, and then that'll give me like 3 things to just always talk about. I'll talk about those things. We connect. I put a Q&A in there too. And then we're running like that, because for the longest I just didn't know what I wanted to share, what I wanted to show y'all. But with those 3 things, I could always show you weekly what I got going on. And then if it's a photo shoot, if it's a podcast, if it's a short film, like, I just recorded it, and I'll be able to show you that process. Look at little man, he about to come in my shot. He going crazy right now. Like, he going so crazy right now. But that's so funny. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I like the people watch too, but that's another conversation for another day. You know, it's just interesting because going into it, like, that's how I get inspiration for films. That's how I, just get inspired by life. Like, I have to be a part of it. And recently I just wasn't doing my best job of being a part of life as a whole. Like, I was just working so hard to get to a certain point, but was I living? How was it affecting me? Was I really doing what I needed to do? You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. It's dope. Having fun. I learned the lessons. I said what I needed to say for now. I'll be back with another video. I appreciate you. Oh, baby girl, don't fall, please. I appreciate you. It's all love. Director Oatts clocking out. Then you already know. Peace.